The following is a presentation of Godaway Sports.
We welcome you live to North Olmsted High School in North Olmsted, Ohio, as we will close out high school football for two neighboring rivals from the west side of Cleveland. It is the North Olmsted Eagles trying to end their season on a high note against the hated Westlake Demons coming to town from just up the road. Good evening, everybody. My name is Noah Ricks here on Godaway Sports, your play-by-play announcer, and alongside us is our cameraman, Donald Van Horn. Donald Van Horn did a great job last week at Berkshire, but we are here at North Olmsted and look to have a even better broadcast from last week. We had a great broadcast last week, but some technical difficulties we have gotten resolved. So we are going to do some battle here tonight. As for the North Olmsted Eagles, 3-6 out of playoff contention, but Coach Tim Brediger is really focusing on getting his young guys in the mix, especially going in and really giving yourself some confidence with a win tonight. This North Olmsted team did beat Westlake last year by 3 scores, 35-14. But Westlake has been preparing for this kind of night. Coach Logan Yantek, in his second season at the helm of the Westlake Demons, he has really found a way in this community, his fourth season in the community, and a West Sider himself, so he knows what this kind of spirit of football does. And a lot of great communities out here in the West Side. He was talking to me last night. He just really enjoys what this kind of game has really taught him, what this kind of game has really given him in terms of like life lessons, in terms of just like being passionate about this game of football. But going in against a coach, Tim Brediger, who Coach Yantic complimented to me last night. He gave Coach Brediger a bunch of compliments, just like giving just a well-coached team. That is what he mentioned. That is what he mentioned. So Westlake trying to prepare against this tough North Olmsted squad. He did say they were tough. They did win last week, Westlake, at home on senior night against Normandy, 16-6, and it was actually kind of a tale of two halves because it was 6-3 at halftime. Westlake was trailing the Invaders, but a good, strong ground attack by senior Jacob Ostrowski with 2 touchdowns in the second half really did put the game away, especially in the third quarter with 13 unanswered points in that period. And we just want to remind you that tonight's game is a property of Godaway Sports. This broadcast is copyrighted by Godaway Broadcasting Company, LLC, for the private use of our audience, and the use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or other accounts of the game without Godaway Broadcasting Company's consent is prohibited. So you only see the Westlake Demons out there on the field and kind of doing some warm-ups, especially with their special teams here a little bit. It's North Olmsted in the locker room right now. Coach Brediger more than likely giving them that little pep talk, that little post-game speech, and actually pre-game speech. And here comes the huddle. They break the huddle, and it looks like Westlake themselves will be heading to the locker room. But keep in mind, this is a senior night here for not just the football players, but the band. So what is interesting here at North Olmsted, they celebrate kind of their athletic senior night when we were here back in September. But North Olmsted is really giving a lot of respect to the marching band, who is actually around on the track right now. You see them actually holding the American flag, holding the Ohio flag, and that is just what Godaway Sports is all about, as a company that really looks to grow not just here in Ohio, but around the entire United States. Ohio here, the Cleveland area, is just the beginning, and you can see like past them the Westlake band, and it's a beautiful night. You know, more than likely, not many people are going to come out, but probably about maybe at least 1,000 people. Coach Brediger was talking to me last night about just these seniors, these 11 seniors here for North Olmsted, just getting ready to play what could be their final game, and not just as an Eagle, but a football player in general. And just the feel coming out, it's kind of that energy and enthusiasm that Coach Brediger loves. Just coming out, coaching a game of football in front of 2,000 people, and he could definitely feel it with those seniors as well, playing in front of 2,000 people in North Olmsted, a community that has really evolved ever since he graduated all the way back in 1994, 31 years ago. So a lot of changes, but the same kind of community feel. And it looks like the band senior night is going on right now. We don't have the PA announcements yet, but we will give you that shortly. But the Westlake Demons, they're seniors. They are 17 seniors, including Jacob Ostrowski, that really a dominant running back. And they have some key guys as well, some underclassmen. Mo Abdul Hadi, from what Coach Brediger told me, number 6 is their primary quarterback, but Cooper Sullivan played a lot of snaps last week, number 14, just as a young sophomore quarterback for Westlake. So kind of a little 2-quarterback system here for Coach Yantek. So it's interesting to see what kind of personnel Coach Yantek will be looking forward to tonight. And you see the marching band heading out, getting ready to march out onto the field with 23 minutes left on this pregame clock. Glad to have you with us here in a good, well-sized community on the west side of Cleveland. This is CWC play, by the way. So these schools actually kind of a little bit of like a merger from the old SWC from what I hear. So this is kind of like the grandfather clause. These schools, Westlake and North Olmsted and all the other schools in the CWC, with schools like Valley Forge, Normandy, Bay Village, Rocky River. And you know that neither of these two schools will climb up in the standings, especially in the last game of the season. They can't catch up with a team like Rocky River, who is 7-2. But this is their kind of own game. They are playing for pride. They are playing for what could be the seniors' final games as football players. But we will send it to a commercial break, a quick commercial break. You are watching Gotaway Sports.
Gotaway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you're interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we encourage you to scan the QR code on screen or follow the link below to get your feet in on the ground floor and become a partner with Gotaway. Gotaway Sports, we got away.
Your North Olmsted Eagles have a new nest. Gotaway Sports will be covering 2 exclusive Eagles football games this upcoming fall on our network. Don't miss the action, as by scanning one of our QR codes, you'll be able to watch on our YouTube page or listen on City View Sportscast Radio. Gotaway Sports. Hey, all you Berkshire faithful, come support your Badgers this upcoming fall on Gotaway Sports, Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. By scanning one of our QR codes, your teams will be right at your fingertips as you can watch 7 action-packed games this fall on our YouTube channel. You can also listen to the games on City View Sportscast Radio. Gotaway Sports, we got away.
Gotaway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you're interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we encourage you to scan the QR code on screen or follow the link below to get your feet in on the ground floor and become a partner with Gotaway. Gotaway Sports, we got away.
We are back here live at North Olmsted. The marching band is waiting patiently, and now here they are. We will give you the audio. Ladies and gentlemen, we encourage you to turn up your audios as loud as you can. It's maybe a little faint out there on the field, just a heads up. But here is the band.
Presenting the pride of North Olmsted, the 2025 North Olmsted High School Eagle Marching Band. It is being led on the field tonight by our head seniors, Jaden Story. Tonight, we celebrate the class of 2026 Marching Band Seniors. Lee Babinski, escorted by her mom Katie and grandma Darlene. Lee's favorite memory is the instant family she made on the first day of band. Escorted by his mom Jennifer Brodsky, dad Alan Brodsky, and stepmom Jen Brodsky. Noah's favorite memory is playing the drumlines cadence 66 plus 3 on a loop in the Little Italy senior year. Alice Boyers, escorted by her mom Kristen Cleveland and dad Adam Boyers. Alice's favorite memory is the O'Leary Catholic game her sophomore year when North Olmsted won 19 to 17 and the football players came over to celebrate. Nicolette Camp, escorted by her mom Colleen Kovach Camp. Nicolette's favorite memory is performing her first routine. Ethan Cerny, escorted by his mom Nicole and dad Timothy. Ethan plans on going into the military to be a special forces paramedic. Natalie Chalfant, escorted by her mom, Melissa McKenna, and dad, Jonathan McKenna. Kylie plans on going into the National Guard and joining the local 21 pipe fitters for HVAC. Emily Felice, escorted by her mom, Denise, and dad, Matt. Emily's favorite memories are every Friday night, marching and performing on the football field for halftime while being cheered for by her family and friends in the stands. Abby Long, escorted by her mom, Megan. Abby's favorite memory is going to Nashville her sophomore year. Caitlin Mangum, escorted by her mom, Stacy. Caitlin plans on joining the active duty Army after graduation. Danica McBride, escorted by her mom, Teresa. Danica's favorite memories are all the bus rides to away games, and she plans to attend Cleveland State University to become a dermatology physician assistant. Viviana Montesi, escorted by her mom, Mallory, and dad, Mike. Viviana's favorite memory is kicking it with Kenny her freshman year. Jacob Mitchell, escorted by his mom, Jacqueline, and dad, Craig. Jacob's favorite memory is going to McDonald's with his friends before every game. Jane Mitchell, escorted by her mom, Dominique Smith-Fair, and dad, Bill Fair. Today's favorite memories are becoming a squad leader to Amazing Squadlings and becoming a section leader in the marching band. Hannah's favorite memory is getting closer to her best friend and making new friends who she will cherish forever. Grace Pinto, escorted by her mom, Christine, and dad, Ryan. Grace's favorite memory is meeting her best friends who she doesn't want to leave. Edward Schneider, escorted by his mom, Deidre, and dad, William. Noah's favorite memory is spending his first 2 seasons with his sister. Jason Shear, escorted by his mom, Maureen, and dad, Rich. Jason's favorite memory is accidentally throwing his trumpet across the road during the Woolly Bear Parade and having to explain to Mr. Kalish what happened to his trumpet. Alexia Sassone, escorted by her mom Amanda Huffman and stepdad Justin Huffman. Alexia's favorite memory is going down to Nashville with her friends during sophomore year. And in Somerville, escorted by his mom Lori and dad Kevin. Brandon's favorite memory is his freshman, sophomore, and junior years skipping to the buses for away games with Gavin Caniddle. Jaden's story, escorted by her mom Nicole and dad Mark. Jaden's favorite memory is being interviewed on TV for Kicking It with Kenny. Zane Tabor, escorted by his mom Fauzia and dad Chris. Zane's favorite memory is screaming his head off with Noah in the stands. Daniel Walker, escorted by his dad Daniel. Daniel's favorite memory is being a squad leader, messing around with them during rehearsal. Whitney Zay, escorted by her mom and Jen. Whitney's favorite memory is the unique experience of having to march in the pouring rain multiple times her junior year. Ladies and gentlemen, please give one big round of applause for the class of 2026 marching band seniors. Can everyone please stand, if you are able, as band president senior Ethan Cerny leads the band in the playing of the North Olmsted High School alma mater.
And ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the little pregame audio mishap. When they were marching on the field, you couldn't hear the band, but you could hear the alma mater. We kind of adjusted audio signals a little bit, and the marching band getting ready to welcome in the North Olmsted Eagles. As they will play this fight song.
Our flag is being raised this evening by VFW host 7647 of North Olmsted. The athletic department would like to graciously thank them for their generosity and for all they do for the North Olmsted community. And everyone, please stand again, if you are able, and remove your hats as our student teacher from Wallace University, Jack Mazzella, leads the band in the play of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our national anthem being brought to you by the North Olmsted Eagle Marching Band. And you see the Westlake Demons heading out onto the field to your right as they will look to end their season on a high note. It was a little rough ending to the season, a bitter taste in their mouth last year when they lost 35-14 at home. But keep in mind, they were here 2 years ago with a different coach nonetheless, but they did beat North Olmsted in a nail-biter 54-49 by 5. So going to be a big game here tonight for bragging rights in this little rivalry here in the CWC. So Noah Ricks here on Godaway Sports alongside my cameraman, Donald Van Horn, doing a great job. Then the audio kind of faded out a little bit during that national anthem. We were not expecting that. But here come the North Olmsted Eagles coming out onto the field, led by 13th year headman Tim Brediger. Really knows how to coach those guys up. It's just all about, they had a long talk yesterday, especially with the true senior night. Their seniors playing their final game, maybe not just as an Eagle, but as a football player. They may not be able to wear the pads, wear the helmet again. But this is what football is all about, these bittersweet moments. We are just about ready for this opening kickoff between these two CWC rivals as the North Olmsted Eagle band. The band is marching around the 40-yard line. They are kind of like doing a little tag. That is kind of like the way they march off the field. As North Olmsted in their black jerseys with their orange numbers. The Westlake Demons on the other side with their all-white uniforms.
white pants, white jerseys, and green numbers. Who's ready for some end-of-season football? You are watching Godaway Sports as the North Olmsted Eagles getting ready to send their special teams unit out onto the field. Westlake Demons are huddled up on the other side. So it's a little back and forth in this little rivalry. Ever since 2022, it just kind of alternates a little bit as it appears the road team has been winning these games as of at least 2022. North Olmsted won on the road in 2022. Westlake won on the road in 2023. And North Olmsted won on the road last year up at Westlake. So here we go, opening kickoff. As the Eagles will be ready to boot this one away. Number 28, Zach Howe. He is a senior kicker. Could be playing his last game as a football player. And number 1, Stephen Trowbridge. And number 2, William Bierfeld, who is a key player to watch out for, especially in the receiving game. That's Howe lining up for the opening kickoff from right to left here at North Olmsted High School. And he puts a good little boot into it. It's fielded at the 10 by Bierfeld. And Bierfeld is going to go on the far side. And he is being wrapped up, maybe forward progress. Cody Jack, one of the players in that little scruffle, as well as Mark Rawls. So here comes a first down and 10 coming up for Will McPherson, the quarterback. Will McPherson led a nice, solid game-winning drive last week at Valley Forge, where he found Luca LaRue on the game-winning drive, game-winning touchdown with just under a minute to play in that tough 13-10 victory against their conference opponent. Here comes the play action. The quarterback, it appears to be number 6, Mo Abdul-Hadi, completes it to Stephen Trowbridge, and a good, nice, solid gain to start this game. So how about Westlake going through the air a little bit? They pounded it a little more on the ground last week, but really adjusting for this North Olmsted team, and we have a player down on the field. So just 16 seconds into this opening quarter, and we have an injury. We will step aside. You are watching Godaway Sports.
Godaway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you are interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we encourage you to scan the QR code on screen or follow the link below to get your feet in on the ground floor and become a partner with Godaway. Godaway Sports, we got away.
So being helped off the field was number 4, Lawrence Stanley. Lawrence Stanley actually had the game-winning interception last week at Valley Forge. The defense really stepped up when they had to, and probably just a lot of learning from that game. They were able to find a way to close it out. And here comes Abdul-Hadi. He completes it to Bierfeld, and another first down as Westlake's sideline is pumped up. 2 quick plays and 2 quick first downs for the Demons. Already deep into Eagle territory. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 32 of North Olmsted. So here comes the quarterback, the primary quarterback, Abdul-Hadi. Cooper Sullivan got a chunk of the snaps, at least in the second half last week, and he takes the snap. Abdul-Hadi completes it to Jacob Ostrowski. Jacob Ostrowski has got a lot of green. He is in the end zone. Touchdown from down the sideline goes the running back. That little screenplay to the running back is successful as the Demons on the board with 11:10 to go in the opening quarter, just 50 seconds into this one. But hold on, hold the phone. We got a block in the back, so that touchdown is taken off the board. So Jacob Ostrowski had a nice little open patch, but the block in the back nullifies that touchdown. So a huge lucky break for the North Olmsted defense as they move it back to the 42. First down and 10, actually first and 20, maybe first and 15 for the Westlake Demons. Yes, first and 16 to be exact. And he takes a snap. Abdul Hady fires over the middle, and it's complete as swarming in for North Olmsted was Luca LaRue, who caught that game-winning touchdown last week at Valley Forge. Good, solid downhill tackle as he brought down William Bierfeld. Gain of 5 and a second down 11 from the 33-yard line. Abdul Hady has Jacob Ostrowski to his right hip. We got two receivers to the right side. As it looks like Trowbridge is out far to the right, and he completes it. A good, quick slant route to number 2, Trowbridge. Bierfeld. Bierfeld, he lost the football for a second, but it doesn't matter. He is in the end zone for the Westlake Demon touchdown. And barring a penalty, which most likely we won't see one, Westlake is on the board just a minute and 39 seconds into this game. So, looks like Bierfeld to hold for the extra point. Jacob Lenz, the kicker, number 49. His kick is up, and his kick is good. So we've got 10:21 to go in the opening quarter. It is Westlake 7 and North Olmsted nothing. You are watching Godaway Sports.
Godaway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you're interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we encourage you to scan the QR code on screen or follow the link below to get your feet in on the ground floor and become a partner with Godaway. Godaway Sports, we got away.
And we are back here in this first quarter with 10:21 to go and a quick minute and a half opening drive with the touchdown completion from Mo Abdul Hady to number 2, William Bierfeld, the senior, 6'1". And talking to Coach Yantic last night, Bierfeld was that player who has had an outstanding season, a big target with great ball skills. And, you know, Trowbridge as well really helped set up some formations on the other side of the formation. So the MVP of the team play every snap from offense to defense. Another player to look out for Westlake, but it's Bierfeld with a touchdown and Jacob Lenz to kick off for Westlake. North Olmsted will have their first crack at the football. As Lenz awaits. Westlake has been preparing for a game like tonight, just trying to play physical. And kind of a little squib kick, maybe trying to catch him off sides, off guard with the kickoff as it was fielded by number 13, Colin Scott. But you see Westlake, they're being physical right now. They weren't really physical in the first half last week against Normandy, but they were really physical in the second half. That's the tale of two halves right there. So the more physical team really came out and won the game. So North Olmsted, led by number 5, William McPherson. He trot out on to the field. This is North Olmsted looking to end the season 4-3 in the CWC, probably trying to go to third place. And here comes, looks like the little handoff to Amir Silmi, kind of that little misdirection from number 5, Will McPherson, the quarterback. A nice little misdirection by him as a nice solid 2-yard gain. It looks like Wes Urich along with the tackle for Westlake. So it's now 2nd and 8 for the Eagles, as they are a team that has been known to really pound it on the ground. It looks like Will McPherson in the gun here on 2nd down. A little bit of a high snap. He has to drop back and get it. And now the pocket collapses. He has to take it himself. There goes Will McPherson with a good open look, a good open hole. He is around the first down marker. I believe he got it. Let's see where they spot it. Yes, they will move the chains. First down, North Olmsted, as a nice little pickup and a nice little adjustment by Will McPherson as he kind of had the little bobble of the snap and under some heavy pressure. This young man is really maturing to be the signal caller, the leader that they really need right now. A team that has been playing through ups and downs, started 0-4, but to really end the season 4-6, 4-2 in their last 6 games, that could be. But here comes Silmy down the middle. Ball is loose, and it looks like Westlake has picked up the loose football. Demons recover the fumble as it is number 5, Antonio Colon. Antonio Colon recovers the loose ball. Colin, a senior 5'10", gives this defense a good early game takeaway. So now Westlake will get their 2nd offensive drive. First down on the 15. They lead 7-0 with a nice little touchdown completion from Abdelhady to Bierfeld. And the pistol set for Abdelhady, and they're going to hand it off to Ostrowski. Ostrowski down the middle, and a nice modest pickup from the senior, Jacob Ostrowski. Tanner Thorne with the tackle. And this is a group of seniors, 17 seniors for Westlake. They have been really passionate all year from what Coach Yantek told me. The message is just to have an opportunity to double the amount of wins they had a year ago. They went 2-8. They could end this season 4-6 as well. And here comes the completion in another first down. Looks like the ball is loose, and it looks like North Olmsted has picked up a fumble themselves. Looks like Luca LaRue picking up the loose ball. No. Number 0. Yes, it's number 0, Jack Berger. Thought it was an 8, but it's number 0, Jack Berger. Jack Berger making a huge takeaway on the North Olmsted side. Jack Berger stepping up to the plate. And it's all about just really diving down. He really did dive down. Jack Berger, just a young freshman out there on defense. He has really come to play on both sides of the football. And it looks like this is a little wing back formation here as he hands it off. And nowhere to go as Samir Silmi is just swallowed up by a swarm of demons. Sean Pavich, one of the players on the stop, as well as Nabil Kasem. It was about a 1-yard pickup, though, for Amir Silmi. See Amir Silmi, who is a sophomore. Not the tallest out there on the field, but he is quick. The agility, the acceleration. He has really showed just a young underclassman. Just over 8 minutes to go here in the opening quarter from North Olmsted. As McPherson in the gun, and McPherson is going to hand it off to his tailback, Silmi. As Silmi, maybe a yard or two shy of the first down. No, they're going to move the chains. They're going to move the chains for another North Olmsted first down. As the Eagles now just on at the tip of the red zone. At the 20 to be exact, 1st and 10. Nice little response and huge momentum swing after Westlake recovered the fumble. Jack Berger on North Olmsted took a fumble back. He says, I'll gladly take that. But here comes a shotgun formation and a penalty formation, a penalty marker. As it looks like a false start on the Eagles, so it's going to move them back 5. Penalties have really killed them all year. It's all about just, Coach Brediger trying to make those big plays. They have been able to move the ball and eat the clock as of late. But they really want to get the minimal amount of penalties. Try to play a pretty clean game like they did last week. Here comes a first down and 15 from the 25. As they are outside of the red zone now, and a handoff to Silmy. Silmy breaks free, and Silmy inside the 15. He is shy of the 10 to the 11. So Amir Silmy with a huge burst of steam. As it will be 2nd down and 2 after a 13-yard pickup, officially marked at the 12. And a very fast-paced first quarter. Westlake did score early on, but we are approaching the halfway point of the opening quarter. Just over 6.5 minutes to go. Shotgun again for McPherson, and McPherson is just going to hand it off to Silmy. Silmy inside the 5, and Silmy will make it 1st and goal for the Eagles. Huge pickup again for Silmy, who has been getting the bulk of the carries, especially early on in this game. Saw North Olmsted. Last week, they fell behind early. 7-0. They were also down 10-7 on that game-winning touchdown drive. So this was a team that was really trailing throughout the majority of that game last week. Took their first lead in the final minute. But here comes that little I formation wishbone, and the handoff here. Amir Silmy down the middle for the touchdown with 5:59 to go in the first quarter. Huge response, and the points off of turnovers after Jack Berger gave North Olmsted a huge present. 7-6, and now Zach Hogg going to be lining up for the PAT. Great response for the Eagles. Falling behind, but they are never out. And here comes the snap. The kick is on its way, and good. So we got 5:59 to go in the first quarter. A touchdown run by Amir Silmy, and knotted up at 7 here in North Olmsted on Godaway Sports.
Godaway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you are interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we encourage you to scan the QR code on screen or follow the link below to get your feet in on the ground floor and become a partner with Godaway. Godaway Sports, we got away.
Back here with 5:59 to go in the first quarter. And a 3-yard touchdown run by Amir Silmy has tied the game up at 7 between these two bitter rivals. And actually, North Olmsted's main rival now, the main rival used to be Olmsted Falls, just down to the south, but now they will have to settle for their rivals to the north as their main rivalry game, at least here in football and the CWC. So Zach Howell getting ready to kick this one away. A second kickoff here in this first quarter. And 3 men back deep for the Demons as he gets a good little boot into it past the 10-yard line. It is fielded bursting down the middle. Looks like that is number 2, Bierfeld. Bierfeld, only the kicker to beat, but a good track down by the kicker, Zach Haug. The kicker is really the last line of defense, a really tough last line of defense. And it looks like we got an update from Berkshire Chagrin Falls game out in Chagrin Falls. Berkshire, our other Godaway school. Sam Babel with a huge interception as Berkshire takes over 1st and 10 at the Chagrin 38. That could be a very solid game out there in Chagrin Falls as Berkshire fighting for bigger cushioning in the playoff seedings. They did clinch the playoffs last week, and they are leading 7-0 over Chagrin Falls with 6:15 to go in the first quarter. So here comes a 1st down and 10 for the Demons on the 25-yard line. Abdul Hadi, the quarterback, as he takes the snap and nowhere to go as he decides to keep it himself for maybe about 2 yards. Really did not find anyone open. So that is going to make it officially a 1-yard pickup. Tanner Thorne along with Javion Pierce on the stop for North Olmsted. So now it's 2nd and 8 for Westlake. So yes, it was officially a 2-yard gain. The Boxman just had to move up an extra yard. And here comes the snap from Abdul Hadi. He gets a screen route completed to Ostrowski, and a huge swarm by both number 3 Connor Rubicki and number 56 Kyle Allen. So 3rd and 5. Westlake trying to convert their first 3rd down of the game here. Waiting at the signal. A long, hard snap count here for Abdul Hadi. The junior quarterback as he takes the snap. And some heavy pressure coming from Allen, and a penalty marker down as he was trying to find number 22, Wes Urich. Let's see what the penalty is. Holding, and it looks like North Olmsted will decline Westlake's holding penalty. More than likely, but it will be 4th and 5. Let's see. Yes, the penalty is declined. So it will be 4th down for Westlake. So it looks like out comes the punting unit. First punt on the night for either team. So North Olmsted had a fumble on their opening drive and a touchdown on their second drive. Here comes the punt. That's blocked. The punt is blocked, and a huge block by the special teams as they got the best of it, the lineman there. So the defense stepping up again for the Eagles. This time on the special teams defense. Special teams can really make or break a game. North Olmsted looking to take their first lead tonight as they start from the 27 of Westlake. They're just doing it all. Recovering fumbles, giving the rock to Amir Silmy, and now this most recent pump block by the special teams unit. So in the gun, this is Will McPherson. And Will McPherson once again decides to hand it off to Silmy. Just this nice little simple game plan here by Coach Brediger. Seth Eagle on the stop for the Demons. And here comes a 2nd and 7. North Olmsted trying to break a little bit of a script in the past few years. Ever since 2022, the road team has won these games in this rivalry. And here comes the nice little handoff. And looks like that's Cody Jack this time. So kind of going out a little bit from Silmy, and looks like a lineman was pushed down. It looks like a penalty marker. An unnecessary push down by Antonio Collin. Unsportsmanlike conduct, yes. That is all day. He just really manhandled him, pushed him down on the ground. That is just uncalled for. So, looks like Coach Brediger is putting his arms up, wondering what the heck is going on. It should be an unsportsmanlike conduct. Looks like, yeah. Looks like offsetting penalties. Offsetting penalties. So offsetting penalties on sportsmanlike conduct on both Westlake and North Olmsted. Fans can't believe that call here on the North Olmsted side. You could see from here that Antonio Collin really pushed him down hard on the ground. But the offsetting penalties will put it at officially the 18-yard line. As of right now, at least. Clock running down with 13 on the play clock. Now it's under 10 on the play clock, and they have to get this snap off. It's going to be a quick huddle break, and looks like 3 on the play clock, and they do get it off as Amir Silmi hits it inside the 15. And a North Olmsted first down as he was brought down. Looks like Jacob Neff on the tackle. It's Matthew Coleman, excuse me. Matthew Coleman is number 40. Thought I read a number 50. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the 13 officially. Just over 3 minutes to play opening quarter. Tied up at 7 here in a game that is just for pride. And keeping it himself is Will McPherson, the quarterback. Will McPherson around the 10-yard line as he was met by a swarm of demons yet again. Now this time, Jacob Neff coming in on the stop for the Westlake Demons. Yes, Jacob Neff, definitely a starter out there right now on the field. And this Westlake defense really had their best performance of the year last week. It was by far their best performance of the year, especially on the scoreboard, where they only held Normandy to just 6 points in a second half shutout. And here comes the handoff here as Jack Berger, number 0 on the carry, around the 3-yard line. And it looks like it'll be 3rd and short, just about half yard shy. Just inside the 4-yard line. And North Olmsted taking their time with just under 2 minutes to play in the quarter. A little bit of a warmer night compared to the last couple days, especially windy out here by the lake. But here comes that little wishbone formation, and they're going to hand it off, and he is going to be stopped shy of the goal line. Amir Stilmy on the carry. He's down to the 1 at least. And that will move the chains for another 1st and goal. North Olmsted trying to cash it in here and take their first lead of the night. A team that beat Westlake by 3 scores last year, looking to do the same here in 2025. Both teams at 3 and 6. Fighting for bragging rights in the CWC rivalry. Wishbone again, and here comes Will McPherson. He is being met by a brick wall. No signal yet. They don't get the signal. It looks like he may be stopped shy. Looks like the official's not budging. They are going to say just short. So it'll be 2nd and goal for the Eagles. Will McPherson is heading back to the sideline. Looks like they are sending in maybe a jumbo package with Cam Massimiani, the backup quarterback, number 12. Cam Massimiani, the sophomore, lines up under center here on 2nd and goal. And it looks like Massimiani finding his way, trying to get past the goal line. Once again, no signal yet. And he may be short again. Good. Good penetration on that defensive line. Really battling in the trenches are the Demons. And it looks like 10 seconds to go in the opening quarter. And it appears that North Olmsted will just run out the clock. So, end of one, a great game between these two CWC rivals on the west side. It is North Olmsted 7 and Westlake 7. You are watching Godaway Sports. Your North Olmsted Eagles have a new nest. Godaway Sports will be covering 2 exclusive Eagles football games this upcoming fall on our network. Don't miss the action, as by scanning one of our QR codes, you'll be able to watch on our YouTube page or listen on City View Sportscast Radio. Godaway Sports, we got away.
Godaway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you're interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we encourage you to scan the QR code on screen or follow the link below to get your feet in on the ground floor and become a partner with Godaway. Godaway Sports, we got away.
Your North Olmsted Eagles have a new nest. Godaway Sports will be covering 2 exclusive Eagles football games this upcoming fall on our network. Don't miss the action, as by scanning one of our QR codes, you'll be able to watch on our YouTube page or listen on City View Sportscast Radio. Godaway Sports, we got away. Start of the second quarter here on Godaway Sports. Noah Ricks, your play-by-play announcer, as they will hand it off. No signal yet again. Oh, my. Westlake really battling in the trenches here on this 3rd and goal. And it looks like, from the body language of Will McPherson, the quarterback, they are short yet again. Unbelievable. 3 consecutive plays, and the Westlake defense holds strong. So, 4th and goal. And no doubt about it, Coach Brediger is going for it, trying to punch it in the end zone. Maybe about a half-yard shy. Can Westlake hold? Can North Olmsted get the touchdown? We'll see, as it's 4th and goal from the 1. And hold on. The whistle blows. It looks like a timeout called on the field by North Olmsted. We will keep it here on Godaway Sports. And we just want to remind you that this broadcast is copyrighted by Godaway Broadcasting Company, LLC, for the private use of our audience. Any use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or other accounts of the game without Godaway Broadcasting Company's consent is prohibited. So North Olmsted, probably the biggest play of the first half upcoming. Just 49 seconds into the second quarter, as they look to cash it in from the 1. Give props to Westlake's defense, who is coming off a great week last week and still looking to wreak some havoc. And an update from Chagrin Falls, Berkshire, defeating Chagrin Falls right now, 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. The Badgers clinched a playoff spot last week with the upset win over Wycliffe. So at least one of our Godaway schools made the playoffs. But here in North Olmsted, it's 4th and 1. McPherson under center again. Wishbone. And they're going to give a toss as Amir Silmi all day long. Touchdown. Amir Silmi from a yard out. That's his 2nd touchdown here in the first half. And North Olmsted on top for the first time tonight at 13-7. They really love giving the rock to the young sophomore running back, Amir Silmi. The Eagles bouncing back after falling behind early. Zach Haug on to attempt the extra point with Massimiani to hold. Two unanswered scores right now for the North Olmsted unit. This is a team that is really learn from adversity all year long. And the kick is on its way, and it is good. So the score with 11:06 to go in the first half. 14-7, the Eagles lead. We'll be back here after this message on Godaway.
Godaway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you're interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we encourage you to scan the QR code on screen or follow the link below to get your feet in on the ground floor and become a partner with Godaway. Godaway Sports, we got away.
Coming at halftime, we will give you the bands from Westlake and North Olmsted. Westlake, as the visiting band, will be on first, and hopefully the audio won't fade out. We'll try to put up our gain as much as we can. We encourage you all to turn up your audios as much as you can here on Godaway Sports, as it's all about the band as well. It was a band senior night after all. Football senior night happened back in September. But here comes number 28, Zach Houck, to kick off with the Eagles leading for the first time tonight at 14-7. Two quick touchdowns by Amir Silmi, and the ball is fielded by Westlake's number 3, Tommy DeFranco, a senior. And Tommy DeFranco gets met at around the 25-yard line. That's where the Demons will set up shop, as they had their last drive end in a punt block. So here's the summary. Touchdown, fumble, and punt block for Westlake. That is your quick game summary. This will be the 4th drive for the Demons. So here comes the quarterback, number 6, Mo Abdelhady, in the gun here on first down. The receiver out to the left side, Twins out to the right. And they're going to hand it off here on this first down attempt. So it appears to be Jacob Ostrowski. Javion Pierce on the stop for the Eagles, as well as Tanner Perry. It's a game of 2. So here comes Westlake. Here on second down and 8 from the 27. He takes the snap. Abdelhady. It was tipped a little bit at the line. And a good job by the defensive front to really tip that ball. And Lawrence Stanley kind of checked out of the game a little bit early on in the first quarter. He's back out there just making good defensive plays. And now, 3rd and 8, 3rd and long. That's actually number 58, Javion Pierce, in that mix. And it looks like a player jumped off sides for North Olmsted, and this is what could kill them. Luco LaRue just really coming in as a crasher. But a huge costly penalty moves it up to a 3rd and short. From a 3rd and long to a 3rd and short. Coach Bediger definitely not pleased with that. And a whistle blows as we have an official timeout here on the field. The clock stops at 10:17 in the first half. The offense was forced to punt on their last drive, kind of slowed down a little bit at that opening and touchdown drive. Here comes the snap by Abdelhady on 3rd down and short. Abdelhady fires, it's tipped, and no, dropped. Intended for Gino Woods, number 12, who had a chance to get it back after the tip, but he drops the tip ball off of his hands. He would love to have that one back, the junior. Definitely going to come back next year, but that causes a 3 and out for Westlake, as the punt coming up for the Demons. And the Punt is away, and it looks like partially blocked again. Looks like Westlake just having a tough time on special teams tonight, as North Olmsted just shy of midfield. Special teams really gonna make or break Westlake right now. So let's take a look at the summary. Last year, North Olmsted really dominated Westlake in terms of like toughness and physicality. And it's looking that way again right now with 10:09 to go in the first half. They did a good thing by starting fast. That was one of the keys this week in practice, all week in practice. And trying to match the nastiness, but it looks like North Olmsted still winning in that nastiness factor. But Westlake still well within this game, just down by a touchdown. So North Olmsted first down on their own 46-yard line. We are awaiting the officials' green light. And they blow the whistle. So it looks like I formation here on first down from the 46. Quarterback under center, that's McPherson, and he hands it off again to Silmy. Amir Silmy near the first down marker. Around the 45-yard line. Jacob Ostrowski on the tackle. Looks like that's going to be a 9-yard gain. Shy of that first down, and yes, it will be second down and 1. McPherson taking his troops out on the field. And once again, an I formation. Here on second down, it looks like maybe around 8 guys in the box here, as it will be a play action, and McPherson rolling out to the right and near the first down marker, as he just decided to scramble himself, as he was forced out of bounds by Antonio Cullen. But that will move the sticks again for a first down for the Eagles. And Westlake, their defense kind of getting a little tired out there in this first half, as North Olmsted is really being nasty again this year. High formation. Olmsted trying to win 2 straight against Westlake as they hand it off to Jack Berger. Jack Berger with a nice modest pickup. Joseph Babrin on this step for Westlake. The Demons giving up these short little yardage runs. And Coach Brediger, his game plan is all about just moving that ball and eating the clock, just like last week, just like all year. They are really eating up that clock here in the first half, and it's showing right now, especially on the scoreboard. As McPherson in the gun here on second down and 6, 4-yard pickup. And it looks like they faked the little jet sweep, and McPherson is going to keep it himself with a nice little block. And McPherson finding all his way down to the 10-yard line. There goes the quarterback, Will McPherson. Quarterback has some nice little strong legs. Really picks up that speed, and a nice little dual threat quarterback you have right there in Will McPherson. First and goal from the 6-yard line as the Eagles looking to go on top by 2 scores. 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. Noah Ricks here on Godaway Sports, your play-by-play announcer, alongside our cameraman, Donald Van Horn. Live from North Olmsted High School as it's first and goal on the 6. High formation here as they are going to hand it off again. And Amir Silmy with his 3rd touchdown on the ground from 6 yards out. These nice little short yardage touchdown runs by Amir Silmy. He has all 3 of the team's touchdowns in the first half as the Eagles lead 20-7 extra point penny. 7:57 to go until halftime and 3 unanswered scores as the Eagles really roaring out after an opening drive surge from Westlake. Zach Haug for the extra point. Smiani to hold, the place, a kick, and it is good. So we got 7:57 to go until halftime. North Olmsted 21 unanswered points. They lead 21-7 over the Westlake Demons on Godaway Sports.
Godaway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you're interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we encourage you to scan the QR code on screen or follow the link below to get your feet in on the ground floor and become a partner with Godaway. Godaway Sports, we got away.
Score reads 21-7 as this is our 4th and final football game here at our inaugural fall sports season, our inaugural season here on Godaway Sports. We started this LLC back on September 4th, and the engagement, the audience is slowly growing, slowly but surely. That is all we can ask for right now. We thank you, the viewer, for tuning in to this nice little startup. It just feels like we've been here for years. That Matt Marr, one of our good producers along the stretch this season, was really talking to us that it's really felt like we've been here for years, and we got to thank you, the viewer. But still a lot of football as Zach Haug kicks it off to Tommy DeFranco. Tommy DeFranco trying to get past the 25 this time, but it looks like he is around that same spot. So Tommy DeFranco having some tough go-outs on the kickoff returns as of late. And it looks like another first down setup at the 25 for Westlake, who went 3 and out on their last drive. The last 2 drives had to result in punts that were both at least partially blocked. Or Olmsted special teams really getting their hands on the football. As it's first down for Abdelhady, he sends a man in motion. That is number 1, Stephen Trowbridge, and a little jet sweep. That's Trowbridge, nowhere to go. Good swarming to the ball carrier for the North Olmsted defense. Jack Berger coming in again. He's crashing down. Freshman, really learning and maturing. He still has 3 years under his belt. And you're going to see a North Olmsted team about 2 to 3 years down the road that could really make a name for themselves in the CWC. And here comes a second down and 11 as the screen is complete to Ostrowski. Ostrowski breaks the initial contact, but he's going to be shy of the first down, but it will be a 3rd and short. 7:10 on the clock officially in this first half. 3rd and short for the Demons. As it's Abdelhady. The clock is kind of frozen a little bit, so that is not the correct clock. But here comes the nice little handoff. Nice little, maybe a little end around to Trowbridge, as it will be a first down. And that clock is malfunctioning as it stops at 7:04. So we don't have an official game clock on us right now. And now the clock does run under 7 minutes. So clock back up and running as Westlake picks up a much-needed first down 2 scores. As we approach the halfway point in this second quarter. Shotgun. Wins out to the left. They send a man in motion. That is Max Cintron. And it looks like a good pick up from Ostrowski near the first down marker. I'm going to say it's about 9 on that last pickup. Tanner Perry on the stop. So Westlake kind of get running down a little bit on the ground. Got to adjust to their game plan. And it was a little bit of a rough go the last few weeks before going to Normandy. So it's not like Westlake has not dealt with this adversity before. Ostrowski does pick up a first down for the Demons. So Ostrowski getting the rock. 2 touchdowns on the ground last week, both in the second half. And they were the only touchdowns in Westlake's 16-6 home victory against Normandy. Ball's at midfield, first down for the Demons. And here comes the handoff. And it looks like that is actually Wes Urich, the ball carrier, as he is tackled and met by Javion Pierce. Wes Urich, the junior, 5'10". For the Demons, as time running down here in the first half, now under 5.5 to go. Now 2nd down and 10 at the 50. Quarterback drops back. That is Applehady. Another screen route that is complete. Looks like that is Ostrowski. He picks up about 2 or 3. Tanner Perry, as well as Connor Ribicki, coming in. 3rd and 7. It was a 3-yard pickup officially. Keep in mind, at halftime, we will give you both bands. Westlake first, and then North Olmsted at second. And what could be a big moment for those seniors? Quarterback in the gun, Abdelhady. And he fakes the jet sweep here on 3rd down and 8. He fires, and it's complete for a huge first down to Ostrowski. Ostrowski looks like he's inside the red zone for a huge 3rd down completion. Westlake really moving the ball on this drive, down 2 scores. This is what they need to do to respond. Game still well within their grasp. So they really want to put at least 1 score in before the half comes to an end. So first down for the Demons at the 18-yard line. They're going to hand it off to the tailback. And maybe about no gain there for number 22, Wes Urich. And actually, maybe he lost a yard. And Javion Pierce once again coming in, making a lot of solid tackles on the defensive front tonight. The 1-yard loss makes it 2nd down and 11 at the 19. Looks like they maybe say 18 on the scoreboard, but Abdelhady takes a snap and he gives a little dump down to Urich inside the 15. It will bring up 3rd down. Westlake, this is more than likely 4-down territory. If you're the Demons, trying to punch one in the end zone. Just over 3 minutes to go in the first half. And looks like we get a timeout here on the field as a player is injured. 3:06 to go in the first half. We'll be back after these messages on Godaway.
Godaway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you're interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we encourage you to scan the QR code on screen or follow the link below to get your feet in on the ground floor and become a partner with Godaway. Godaway Sports, we got away.
Hey, all you Berkshire faithful, come support your Badgers this upcoming fall on Godaway Sports, Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. By scanning one of our QR codes, your teams will be right at your fingertips as you can watch 7 action-packed games this fall on our YouTube channel. You can also listen to the games on City View Sportscast Radio. Gataway Sports, we got away. Third and 6 for the Demons at the 13-yard line, as more than likely 4-down territory for Westlake. And the quarterback in the gun again, Abdul Hady. Ostrowski to his left hip. He fakes and he fires complete to number 2, Bierfeld, for a 13-yard touchdown completion. Bierfeld's second touchdown on the receiving end tonight. And a huge response for Westlake late in this first half with 2:42 to go. So that is exactly what the Demons needed. And the extra point pending here as it's 21-13. Jacob Lenz for his second extra point attempt tonight. Bierfeld to hold. As a snap, place kick is on its way, and it is good. So the score here, we'll keep it here on Gataway Sports. 2:42 to go in the first half. It is Westlake cutting down the North Olmsted lead at 21-14. Beautiful night, not too cold. Maybe around 50 degrees right now. Upper 40s at least. So you see at North Olmsted, that defense was kind of worn down on that last drive, but can their offense put one more in the end zone? And they find a way to put together a nice, solid drive again. Going for it on 4th and goal, punching it in with Amir Selmi's third touchdown on the ground. He has all the team's touchdowns here in the first half. As number 49, Jacob Lenz, to kick this one away. What a game we got right now out here in North Olmsted on the west side. Lenz approaches, and he gets a squibber this time as it's bobbled and picked up by a North Olmsted returner. He is tackled around that 30-yard line. So let's see what North Olmsted can do. 2:37 to go on the clock in the first half. Noah Ricks, your play-by-play announcer on Gataway Sports, alongside our cameraman, Donald Van Horn. Matthew Coleman on that stop and that last kickoff return. This is actually our third game this year out here in North Olmsted. 3 of North Olmsted's 5 home games that we have covered. We covered their game against Amherst September 5th, their big victory, their first win of the year against Normandy back on September 19th, and this game here tonight. Shotgun formation on first down for McPherson, and he fires a deep ball, and not looking for it was the intended target, Dennis Jeffries. So a good throw, but Jeffries just was not looking for it. And if anything, maybe a little overthrown. So second down and 10 on the 32. It's all about just staying on the same page right now. Dennis Jeffries, number 11, is one of the 11 seniors here on this roster. But here comes a second down as a penalty marker flies. Looks like that pre-snap penalty. And their second false start, North Olmsted. That'll move them back 5, and it's minimal penalties. But there's still penalties that are kind of killing some momentum. As they'll move it down to 2nd and 15. Back to the 27. So North Olmsted now has to face a 2nd and long. As McPherson once again in the guns. Jeffries out to the right side. Let's see if he can redeem himself here. And they fake the jet sweep. There goes McPherson again. trying to break free, but he is met and just thrown down, shellacked by Stephen Trowbridge. And it looks like 2:21 to go in the first half, and a timeout on the field. So with 3rd down and 10 coming for North Olmsted late in this first half, leading by as much as 2 scores. 3 touchdowns tonight on the ground for the sophomore, Amir Somi. As North Olmsted looking to win 2 straight against the Westlake Demons, winning last year's meeting heavily, 35-14, a team that was just more tough and physical. Westlake trying to double their wins from a year ago with a win tonight. They went 2-8 last year, 3-6 right now. North Olmsted not going to improve from last year's record. They went 5-6. But they could end their season on a huge high note to get win in number 4. 3rd and 10 on the 32. Spread formation. It looks like you got number 15, Cody Jack, out to the right. Twinge to each side here on 3rd down. We are awaiting the officials' green light with 2:21 to go in the first half. And the long delay definitely get someone a little antsy. And it looks like they'll meet back in the huddle. Play clock is not running. The game clock is now running. Coach Brediger having a discussion around the 30-yard line with the official. He's wondering why, or maybe what has gone down. Why this clock is stopped. And you can just see both teams just standing there. What? Now McPherson is heading back to his coach. Someone who, more than rightfully, cannot sit still right now because this is a little bit of a longer delay than expected. But fun fact, these 2 teams have been playing every year since 1972, excluding the COVID season in 2020. Impressive rivalry stat. And now we will finally send the troops out here on 3rd down as McPherson steps up and he fires. It is complete. None to his time. No, it was intended for Billy Sullivan, but it's incomplete. And it's 4th down at 10, and more likely you're going to see a punt. First punt tonight for North Olmsted with 2:15 to go in the first half. Zach Hulk will do the punting duties for the Eagles, the kicker. But yes, Westlake and North Olmsted, at least since 1972, have met every year excluding 2020. North Olmsted leads that series since 1972, 33-17-2. And here comes the punt from Zach Haug, and takes a little bit of a Westlake bounce to the 44-yard line. As Westlake will set up shop, looking to tie up the game to end the first half. So, huge stop for the defense, forcing that punt, which was North Olmsted's first of the night. Now Westlake has an opportunity here with 1 timeout to go. .207 on the clock. Pistol set for Applehady on first down. Twins out to the right as he is going to fake the handoff to Ostrowski. He steps up and he just kind of chucks it, overthrows his intended target, Trowbridge. And he was wide open. That would have been a huge pickup, a huge completion. But now it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Demons. What has been a very good football game as we expected. Both teams with not much to play for in the playoff standings, but a lot to play for in the rivalry bragging rights. But here comes a huge run. Good hole by Ostrowski. First down to the 41 of North Olmsted. And Luis Batista on the stop for North Olmsted. He is a junior.
This is the last call for 50-50. Take home. Right now is $709.
Westlake continuing to move that clock. Ostrowski just really giving that rock. A senior playing all out in his final game as a Demon. Here comes a jet sweep here on first down. And there goes Trowbridge. Trowbridge on the sideline. He is gone. He is gone for a 41-yard touchdown run. Stephen Trowbridge with an extra point pending. Makes it 21-20, but hold on. We got a penalty marker. Looks like it's coming back. Coach Brediger is signaling, come back, come back. And it's holding. So another touchdown taken off the board for Westlake via penalty. 2nd time tonight, they were called back on a touchdown call. Huge. Huge break again for North Olmsted. And let's see if North Olmsted can respond this time around, because the first time tonight that a touchdown got called back, Westlake was able to rebound and score on that opening drive. But it's now 1st and 18 after the holding penalty. Gonna hand it off to Ostrowski. Ostrowski trying to get around that boundary and out of bounds. He was pushed out of bounds by what appears to be, yes, it's Batista as well as Allen. Yes, it was Allen. 2nd down and long. 2nd and long for the Demons. 2nd and 14. So, a little bit of a human error by the PA announcer. We all make mistakes. But here comes 2nd down and 14. Applehady to throw, and wide open is Bierfeld. And Bierfeld down the sideline. Bierfeld trying to get in the end zone, and he is gone. 2nd time tonight that Westlake has rebounded off of a touchdown call back. Unbelievable. Bierfeld once again scoring. Bierfeld with 3 touchdowns through the air. And Bierfeld is that kind of wide receiver. The great ball skills, as Coach Yantek mentioned. And 2 quick scores to close out the first half for Westlake. Lenz to attempt the extra point. Great response here for the Demons. Tied up here at 21 with the extra point being good. We'll stay here, 1:11 to go in the first half. And Coach Brediger definitely going to give them a talking to in the locker room, trying to give a talking to his North Olmsted team. You can tell from his body language on the sideline, definitely not pleased with 2 quick scores to close out this first half. But we got a game again. It's 2 unanswered scores by the Demons after trailing 21-7 here in the second quarter. And Lawrence Stanley, one of the deep men for the Eagles. 1:11, and let's see what Coach Brediger is going to do to close out a half. Maybe he might just run it out. Not an awful lot of time on the clock. Runs. Gets it on the squib. He boots it away. It's fielded at the 16-yard line. And up the middle goes the returner as Cody Jack brings it down to the 36. But hold on, we have a penalty marker down. Penalties being thrown in this first half. And it's kind of a little outcry from last week. North Olmsted played a clean game last week. And it's not just North Olmsted, but Westlake as well on the penalty ends. But this is going to be a holding on the kickoff return for North Olmsted. Penalty is really pushing them back. North Olmsted, this is a summary. Westlake scored first with a touchdown connection to William Bierfeld, the senior, and then 21 unanswered points single-handedly by the sophomore running back Amir Silmi for the Eagles. Touchdown runs of no more than 6 yards. And then 2 quick scores by the connection of Abdelhady to Bierfeld, but there goes Amir Silmi with a nice little block from Jeffries, and he breaks free again inside the 45-yard line of the Demons. So a huge chance here with 2 timeouts left in the first half to go back on top before they head into the locker room. And I like this kind of a play calling here by Coach Brediger. Looks like he is giving confidence and faith in his team to go out and score a go-ahead score to close out the half. And it looks like Silmi again. Yes, that is Silmi. Tackled at the 40-yard line. And a timeout, second, called by Coach Brediger. So he is down to 1 timeout remaining in the first half. Timeout's very valuable for the head coaches. So they'll regroup. And 42 seconds on the first half clock in what is turning out to be a great CWC end of season thriller. We got a player down on the field holding his leg. And he gets up. It appears that it's Abdelhady. Maybe he was just stretching a little bit. Who knows? But now, North Olmsted going to face a 2nd down and 7 from the 40 of the Demons. Trying to go back on top. Maybe at least get a field goal to close out the half. You do have a solid kicker in Zach Haug, but you need to get the ball close enough for him to do so. Maybe about another 25 yards, but here comes a play action, and the screen pass is complete to number 15, and that is Cody Jack. And Cody Jack down inside the 15-yard line, 31 seconds to go on the clock. Clock is stopped, at least to move the chains. He was around that out-of-bounds marker. They will hurry up. Gut hustle here by the North Olmsted offense, and the clock is running. He was tackled in bounds, and he spikes to really conserve their timeout. And it'll be 2nd down after the spike.
2nd and 10 for North Olmsted at the Westlake 13-yard line.
So North Olmsted, after giving up 2 touchdowns, could really get a good response, really get a good rebound as they are 14 yards away from the end zone. More than likely going to be maybe 4-down territory. But as mentioned, you do have that kicker in Zach Haug, which would officially be about a 31-yard field goal from here. Maybe at least move it up a little closer. But here comes 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. Twins out right, and McPherson to throw. McPherson rolling out to the right, and McPherson fakes, and he fires, trying to find Jeffries. And once again, maybe Jeffries and McPherson not on the same page. Or maybe he just threw that away. Now, who knows? But more likely, he was trying to find Jeffries. Third down and 10 with 21 seconds to go here in half number 1. Noah Ricks here on Godaway Sports. We got a good barn burner here in this first half. And third down and 10. And penalty markers fly. And it looks like another full start here on the Eagles. So once again, that is the third false start penalty here in the first half of the Eagles, pushing them back. Big no-no here with 19 ticks left on the first half clock. I saw Coach Brediger. He was irate on that sideline after that false start penalty. So here comes a 3rd and 15. It's Jeffries out to the right, far to the right. 3rd and long. And here comes McPherson to throw. McPherson fires out of bounds. So 4th down coming up for North Olmsted. 19-yard line. That would be a 36-yard field goal for Zach Hogg, but more than likely, I think Coach Brediger is going to keep his offense on the no. He's going to send out the field goal unit. And a mixed reaction from the crowd here at North Olmsted. Zach Hogg going to line up from the 26-yard line. Officially, a 36-yard attempt. Massimiani to hold. This would give North Olmsted the lead back with 14 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we got a timeout here by North Olmsted. Heard of icing the kicker from the other team. But maybe they had a reason for that. Maybe there was a little bit of a personnel issue. But Coach Brediger having to rehustle his troops. Did not like what he saw out there. That is for sure. And it looks like maybe the offense may be coming back out on the field. Maybe he just did not like the field goal look from there. It was from the left hash. So, Coach Brediger changes his mind. He is sending the offense back on the field. No. Just personnel shifting. So that was maybe he had there's McPherson out there maybe. But 36-yard attempt here for Zach Hogg. Massimiani to hold. Can he hit a big one here? Snap, place, kick is on its way. Has the distance. Oh, Nelly, it's good. 9 seconds to go here in half number 1. And a huge 36-yard field goal by Zach Hogg, the senior. You've seen it all here in this first half. North Olmsted takes a 24-21 lead. 9 seconds to go on the clock. A lot of faith in the senior kicker on senior night, the true senior night. Coach Brediger really put the confidence in Zach Hogg, and Zach Hogg follows through with a 36-yard field goal. So, North Olmsted wants to keep it away from the Demons as they are back on top after giving up 2 scores. 2 quick scores by the Demons late in the first half. And Stephen Trowbridge, William Bierfeld, and Tommy DeFranco, the deep men for Westlake. Great action here. We couldn't have picked better end-of-season football games here on Godaway Sports. This is number 28, Zach Hogg, to kick it away, who just had the heroics with the 36-yard field goal. And it's fielded. Looks like that is, I believe, that is DeFranco. DeFranco finding some open, loose room. No time left on the clock. He is down the sideline and he is pushed out of bounds. So that will do it for a great first half. A lot of action from both teams. Halftime here at North Olmsted, it is the home team Eagles defeating the Westlake Demons 24-21, and we will send it to the bands.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome the pride of Westlake, the Westlake High School Demon Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mrs. Hillary Patriarch and Mr. Joe Fadali. The auxiliary coaches are Rachel Stanger and Gia Salamalekis. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the Demon Marching Band brings you a show full of excitement and energy. We begin with the worldwide Latin pop sensation Despacito, a song that broke records and had the whole world dancing. Next, we turn up the fun with What a Man Gotta Do by the Jonas Brothers, a playful and upbeat pop hit from 2020 that'll keep you moving to the beat. in Pink's 2010 anthem, Raise Your Glass. We close our show tonight with Aloe Black's 2013 hit, Wake Me Up, which was released again as a country version in 2024. The Westlake High School Demon Marching Band. Please give it up one more time for the pride of Westlake, the Westlake High School Demon Marching Band.
Presenting the Pride of North Olmsted. Here is the 75th anniversary edition of the North Olmsted High School Eagle Marching Band. The band is led on the field tonight by our band president, senior Ethan Cerny, and our head senior squad leader, Jaden Story. Tonight is our senior show, where we celebrate all of our seniors from the class of 2026. All of the songs tonight were chosen by them as their favorite from the last 4 years. Our first song tonight was performed back in the fall of 2022 from their freshman year. The drill was written by seniors Daniel Walker and Noah Schneider and features Brandon Somerville, and Zane Tabor. Here is the Ides of March hit, Vehicle. Our second song tonight features our Eaglet flag teams, led by senior captains Abby Long and Whitney Zhang. It was performed back in the fall of 2023 during their sophomore year. Here is the Killers hit, Mr. Brightside. Our third song tonight features our Eaglet kick line, led by senior captains Danica McBride and Viviana Nantesi. It was also performed in the fall of 2022 during their freshman year. Here is the Doobie Brothers classic hit, Rockin' Down the Highway. Channel. The North Olmsted High School Eagle Marching Band is led by Director Eric Kalish, Assistant Band Director Megan Kovach, Assistant Marching Band Director Nick Bride, Kick line coach Gina Ferruccio. Flag coach Julie Purich. Drumline instructor Jonathan Radwin. And marching band assistant Vince Mariner and Jackson Mazzella.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to start half number 2 on Godaway Sports. This is Noah Ricks alongside our cameraman, Donald Van Hoort, who's doing a heck of a job tonight, as he's done the last 2 weeks, both at Berkshire and here tonight. And the North Olmsted Eagles got a huge pickup to end the first half. A 36-yard field goal before intermission with 9 seconds to go by the senior kicker, Zach Haug. And you can definitely hear the intensity from the PA announcer, as well as the intensity from the people who did decide to come out here tonight in the final game for the Eagles of the 2025 season. Both North Olmsted and Westlake out of playoff contention, but really fighting like they are fighting for a playoff spot right now. So never count out the determination in the heart of both of these two schools. Westlake, a team that has not had a really good going as of late, 2-8 a year ago, but have a chance to, with a win tonight, double their wins from a year ago. They are 3-6, and North Olmsted not going to make it have as good of a season on the record books. In the record books, last year they went 5-6, but they can finish as well as 4-6 with a win tonight. 10 games, 10 weeks really fly by here in Ohio high school football. Godaway Sports is here. We're high school sports coverage in Ohio, Cleveland area. This is just the beginning of what is going to be a great vision down the road here for Godaway Sports as we look to go not just here around Ohio, but around the United States. And it starts right here with the North Olmsted football team, as well as the Berkshire Badgers football team, who are playing their hearts out right now at Chagrin Falls as we speak. But here comes Jacob Lenz with the second half kickoff. It's underway. And they have to field it to an Eagles fall down on that loose ball around the 45-yard line. Colin Scott. Looks like he was the man who fell on the loose football. So, half number 2, about ready to get underway. North Olmsted falling behind early. 3 touchdowns from Westlake's William Bierfeld, the receiver, and as well as the quarterback. That is Mo Abdelhady, but sophomore tailback, Amir Somi. 3 touchdowns on the ground for North Olmsted as they start. First down at 10 from their own 44-yard line. A man in motion, and they're just going to give the rock to Silmy. And Silmy breaks free on the initial contact. He is around midfield, maybe just about a yard shy at the 49. Jacob Neff on the stop for Westlake. Huge first half, a roller coaster of emotions. Bierfeld really helped lead that Westlake comeback late in the first half with 2 quick scores. Down 21-7, they tied it up at 21 before that 36-yard field goal by Zach Haug. So second down and 5 after the 5-yard gain. Shotgun for Will McPherson, and McPherson decides to give it to Silmy again, and Silmy with another good hole. And Silmy with a first down, breaks the first tackle again, and he is down to the Demon 40. Jacob Neff again on the play, on the tackle, and a penalty marker falls after the end of the play. A lot of penalties have been flying throughout the entirety of tonight's ball game. Looks like they're going to point it towards Westlake. Personal foul against Westlake. Unsportsmanlike conduct. So that is the second unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for the Demons. No love lost between these two schools. Main rivals have played every year since 1972 except for the COVID year of 2020 when a lot of schools were shut down. A lot of schools had a lot of restricted games, and they really limited the season to about maybe 5 or 6 games. But here comes North Olmsted with a penalty. They move it up to the 25 of the Demons, first down. And McPherson is going to hand it off to Silmy, and Silmy breaks free again. There goes Silmy on his way. Only one man to beat, but he is tripped up at the last second by a trailing Max Cintron. A 20-yard run there for Amir Silmy to make it first and goal yet again. Silmy, touchdown runs of no more than 6 yards, but that's all you can ask for, just short bursts in the goal line packages. And it looks like it's penalty maybe calling on North Olmsted. And a unsportsmanlike conduct. That is the second penalty for North Olmsted on the unsportsmanlike. Both teams really being chippy. This is a rivalry. And despite the fact that these two teams are really not fighting for anything in the playoff realm, they're really fighting in the neighboring community landscape. A lot of kids that really know each other. These two schools are carryovers from the SWC. So it's been a historic rivalry. As mentioned, just over 50 games since 1972, but there it goes, Silmy, first and goal. Down inside the 5-yard line. And how about that? Tommy DeFranco on the stop for the Demons. As it's an 18-yard gain. A gain for Silmy. Just a minute and a half gone by in this third quarter. The clock runs. And first and goal on the 2. Looks like more than likely they're going to hand it off to Silmy. Trying to make it a 2-possession game again. North Olmsted has led by as much as 14. But have a chance to go on top by 10 here early in the third quarter. Wishbone, and they are going to hand it off to Silmy. Silmy is around the goal line. He is in. The official puts his arms up, and a 2-yard go for Amir Silmy. He is going all out. That is his 4th touchdown on the ground tonight. And North Olmsted leads 30-21. with the extra point pending from Zach Haug. Great heroics by Haug late in the first half. And lining up for his 4th PAT attempt tonight. With Fasabiandi to hold. That place, the kick is on its way. Down the middle. So, just a minute 58 gone by here in the third quarter. 2-yard touchdown run by Amir Silmi makes it 31-21 Eagles over the Demons. We'll be back after this on Godaway.
Godaway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you're interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we encourage you to scan the QR code on screen or follow the link below to get your feet in on the ground floor and become a partner with Godaway. Godaway Sports, we got away.
4 touchdown runs tonight for the sophomore running back, Amir Silmi. This most recent one from 2 yards out has North Olmsted back on top by 2 scores early, just under 2 minutes gone by in the third quarter at 31-21. Noah Ricks, your play-by-play announcer on Godaway Sports. And once again, this broadcast is copyrighted by Godaway Broadcasting Company, LLC. For the private use of our audience, any use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or other accounts of the game without Godaway Broadcasting Company's consent is prohibited. And here comes Zach Haug with his kickoff in the boots. And it's fielded at the 15-yard line by Tommy DeFranco. Tommy DeFranco has been getting the bulk of the kickoff returns tonight as he is past the 30-yard line. So Westlake with 2 quick responses late in the first half. Bierfeld, the wide receiver who has just been doing it all. Abdelhady doing a great job, the junior, finding his target. That key primary target, number 2. First down for Abdelhady in the pistol set. And Abdelhady hands it off to Ostrowski, and Jacob Ostrowski had a decent first half. It wasn't necessarily great for Ostrowski, but he had some nice little breaks, nice break-offs for some big gains that really elongated drives, that really extended drives. But Akiko was really shut down Ostrowski. North Olmsted hasn't been perfect, but shutting them down just enough. And here comes 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard gain. And here comes the snap and the completion. The completion to his tight end. And Gavin McMillan on the reception, number 86, a 5'11" junior. Luis Batista on the stop, and it's going to bring it to another Westlake first down. Holy cow, we got a touchdown, Badgers. Berkshire, they go 99 yards. That was a long Sam Barczykowski run, keyed by a long Sam Barczykowski run. And here comes the throw, and wide open, and down the field. Down the field goes McMillan, and he is in. He just really beat the coverage all day. And Westlake cuts it back down to a score. So Gavin McMillan did 2 quick plays, making it 31-27 with the extra point pending. A little back and forth we go in this big affair. So here comes the extra point from Jacob Lenz, the PAT attempt. And here it comes. Kick is on its way, and it is good. So 8:45 to go in the third quarter. A long touchdown pass from Abdelhady, his 4th, to Gavin McMillan. It is 31-28. We'll be back after these messages on Godaway Sports.
Godaway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you are interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we encourage you to scan the QR code on screen or follow the link below to get your feet in on the ground floor and become a partner with Godaway. Godaway Sports, we got away.
The long touchdown pass from Abdelhady to McMillan makes it a one-score game again at 31-28. But before that touchdown call, we got an update from Chagrin Falls. Miller finding the end zone for Berkshire from 4 yards out for his second score of the night. And Berkshire leads the Tigers 14-0 with 4:09 to go in the third. And here comes Lenz's kickoff, and it is fielded by number 7, Luis Bautista. He had a kind of dive to field that football. And now North Olmsted, after scoring a touchdown on their opening drive of the second half, they'll look to do it again because Westlake not going away anytime soon. 4 touchdowns for each team. The only difference is the field goal by Zach Haug. It's a 3-point game. You can tell that the seniors going to play what could be a classic. It was a great game 2 years ago. We mentioned Westlake coming out on top 54-49. A nice, tough 5-point victory on the road. And here comes the handoff, and North Olmsted just trying to hold on to this lead here in the second half. Still early in the second half as Cody Jack gets the hand for North Olmsted. Lovely night and not too nasty in the clouds. No rain at all. It was really nasty rain out here in the Cleveland area the past couple days. Winds blowing strong, but no strong winds tonight as it's 2nd down and 7, and the handoff again. And Cody Jack gets another handoff out to the 28. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 1 for North Olmsted. Nabil Kasem on the stop for the Demons. They're taking their time. North Olmsted moved the ball and ran the clock last week in their come-from-behind win at Valley Forge. And now 3rd and short for the Eagles. Shotgun for McPherson, trying to convert here. And looks like another solid 1st down pickup. Cody Jack, 3 straight handoffs to Jack, and he moves to chains for the Eagles. Keeping their defense off the field. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath, because Westlake's offense has been really high-powered and versatile, and kind of double-handedly by just 2 players, a quarterback, Abdelhady, and Bierfeld. But North Olmsted has an offense of their own. It's through the ground. It's 1st and 10 from their own 42. Shotgun yet again. 2 running backs in this formation for McPherson. And he's going to hand it off to Somi. Somi, past midfield. And he is close to the 1st down marker. Let's see where they spot the initial tackle. Looks like he's going to be about a yard shy. No, looks like they're actually going to move the chains. 1st down for the Eagles on the Demon 48. Chewing up the ground, especially with Silmy, who's just done it all. Shotgun again on 1st down, as looks like they're going to hand it off to Jack, who got tripped up a little bit. He's down to the 45 for about a 3-yard pickup. Jacob Ostrowski on the stop. And officially it's a gain of 2. 46 of the Demons. Halfway through this 3rd quarter as we approach 6 minutes to go. Both teams score touchdowns on their opening drive of the second half. Looks like we got wingbacks in the formation here on 2nd down and 8. They are going to hand it off again. Amir Silmy this time. Going to bring up about 3rd and long for the Eagles. And this could be a really big moment for Westlake to get their defense off the field, get their offense back on the field. And 3rd and 6 from the 44-yard line of Westlake. They're taking their time. About 17 left on the play clock for Will McPherson. 3rd down and about 6. Wingbacks again for McPherson. Just one receiver out to the left. And it looks like we got a penalty. I believe someone jumped off sides there for Westlake. Looks like that's Antonio Collin coming in at the crasher position. That will make it about a 3rd and 1. So a huge momentum swing. That could really give North Olmsted a chance to keep this drive alive. The Eagles trying to convert on what is now a 3rd and 1 after the offside penalty. They are really eating up a lot of clock on this drive, as we are under 5 minutes to go in the quarter. Hey, here comes the handoff, and first down for Amir Silmy. A huge 3rd down conversion being aided by an offside penalty. And it looks like that's actually Jack Berger. No, maybe that was actually Silmy. So, beg your pardon. And another huge update out in Chagrin Falls. Sam Babel scampers in for a Berkshire score. 2-pointer is no good. So the Badgers lead Chagrin Falls 20-0 with 2:03 to go in the 3rd. Just 2 minutes separated between those two quick scores in the second half. And we got a flag on the play as they handed it off to Silmy on a first down attempt for the 34, and a false start for the Eagles. And I believe that's actually at least the 4th penalty here tonight, at least in terms of false starts. That's the 4th false start penalty for the Eagles, as it will move back to 1st and 15 from the 39-yard line. Under center is McPherson. Looks like they have Berger, the lone back, and assuming a motion man. Looks like they're actually going to hit it off to Berger on 1st and 15. Past the original line of scrimmage and maybe about a 10-yard gain. He is down past the 30. Well over a 10-yard gain. And officially, they're going to mark it 2nd and 5. So, just past the 30. They officially mark it at the 29. Good pickup by Jack Berger on that first down after the penalty. Chewing up more and more clock. Westlake kind of playing like Oregon a little bit on offense, and that's why North Olmsted just wants to keep it on the ground here. And Silmy finding his way, appears to be another first down. And no. It looks like they're going to make the box 3rd down. So he is just a yard shy. He is down at the 25-yard line with under 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. North Olmsted Eagles lead the Westlake Demons 31-28 here on Godaway Sports. North Olmsted trying to convert yet another 3rd down. More than likely, they will hand it off to Silmy. Man in motion, and they're going to hand it off to Silmy, and Silmy is loose and gone. Touchdown from 25 yards out, Amir Silmy. 5 touchdowns tonight. So North Olmsted taking the punches and pushing and going. 37-28, extra point pending with 2:24 to go in the 3rd quarter, and I believe that's actually the first touchdown from about maybe over 20 yards. First touchdown over 20 yards for Silmy tonight. as Zach Haug for the PAT, Massimiliani to hold. Here comes the snap, the place, the kick. Good. So the score with 2:24 to go in the third is North Olmsted 38 and Westlake 28 here on Godaway Sports.
Godaway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you are interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we encourage you to scan the QR code on screen or follow the link below to get your feet in on the ground floor and become a partner with Godaway. Godaway Sports, we got away.
25-yard touchdown run by Amir Silmi, his first touchdown run of over 20 yards tonight. And that makes it 5 total on the game for the young sophomore running back. Kind of got a little carried away there. Running back Amir Silmi. In the final game of his sophomore year, just really having himself a night for the highlight reel, and you're definitely going to see a highlight reel for Amir Silmi tomorrow on the Godaway Sports YouTube page and our reels on our social media. Made a highlight reel from last week's game at Berkshire, and we will do a highlight reel from tonight's game. Zach Haug to kick this one away as the Eagles lead 38-28 with just under 2.5 to go in the third. And the field of the kickoff by, once again, Tommy DeFranco, and makes it past the 25. So the last reach, he really wanted to get past that 25-yard line. He has been frustrated all night long. They have been tackling him in the same spot. But it's 1st and 10 for the Demons. They're going to officially mark it at the 25. Tommy DeFranco has not been able to find that open seam past the 25. He may have had one kickoff return earlier that was a decent run. But the special teams for North Olmsted really swarming down. They had 2 punt blocks. That's all you got to say. And here comes the snap from Abdelhady, the jet sweep here. The Trowbridge, oh, he's leveled. He is leveled. Looks like Luca LaRue laid him into next week. So Luca LaRue, hard-hitting penalty. I got lucky he didn't get hit with a targeted penalty, but still. That was a hard-nosed football play by Luca LaRue. 2-yard loss as well, so huge TFL for that young man. LaRue, who is a junior, has 1 more year. And a snap by Abdelhady on 2nd down and 12. He is being chased. And he is flushed out of the pocket, and he is past the original line of scrimmage. Abdelhady is forced out of bounds, and will bring up 3rd down and about 6. Javion Pierce was the one who was forcing him out of bounds. And Abdelhady here on 3rd down and 5 now. Oh, looks like they just avoid the offsides penalty. And the clock stopped at 1:34 in the 3rd quarter. Here comes the snap, and Abdelhady rolling to his right. He throws, and it's picked off. It's picked off by the Eagles as he will try to make it a pick six. No, nowhere close. And number 18, the senior Fuad Mohammed. Fuad Mohammed makes a huge takeaway and gives North Olmsted excellent field position to start this next drive. So North Olmsted has a huge chance with 1:20 to go in the third to go on top by 3 possessions and really suffocate Westlake heading into the 4th. A dominant, physical, tough team team that is not going to be seeing the playoffs this year, but we're really allowed to beat their rival. And I was talking to Coach Brager last night. 4-3 in the conference is a lot better than 3-4. They're not in the driver's seat yet, but they have a lot of momentum. It looks like a penalty will move it back to the 42-yard line. But still excellent field position after the Fuad Muhammad interception. First down and 10. Looks like number 15, Cody Jack, in the backfield to the left hip of Will McPherson. And he takes a snap, hands it off to Jack, and Jack, good hole. There goes Cody Jack past the 30. And being met by a host of demons as that pushes it back to the original spot where Fuad Muhammad was tackled. Just a yard shy to the 29. But a huge first down pickup of about 13 yards. The Eagles are really pushing and milking the clock here in this third quarter. They scored 2 touchdowns compared to just 1 by the Demons in this quarter. And a first down to 10 from the 29 of Westlake. Shotgun again. They're going to hand it off to Jack. There goes Jack getting to the outside. Cody Jack finding the holes. The offensive line, give a lot of credit to this offensive line as well as the blockers, the extra blockers, because they are really executing and giving great holes for Amir Somi and Cody Jack. And it's first and 10 and 20. Play clock reached 26, and I believe they may just run it down here to end the third. So the play clock is stopped under 20 seconds to go, and yes, that is what they are going to do. And no, actually, looks like they actually have to hustle here a little bit with 8 seconds on the clock. Maybe just to avoid a delay of game, if anything. He's in the gun, McPherson, and that will do it here for the quarter. So, end of 3. North Olmsted trying to cash it in, trying to put the game away. They lead their rivals from the north, Westlake 38-28, heading into the final gun here on Godaway Sports. Your North Olmsted Eagles have a new nest. Godaway Sports will be covering 2 exclusive Eagles football games this upcoming fall on our network. Don't miss the action, as by scanning one of our QR codes, you'll be able to watch on our YouTube page or listen on City View Sportscast Radio. Godaway Sports, we got away.
Godaway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you're interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we encourage you to scan the QR code on screen or follow the link below to get your feet in on the ground floor and become a partner with Godaway. Godaway Sports, we got away.
Hey, all you Berkshire faithful, come support your Badgers this upcoming fall on Godaway Sports, Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. By scanning one of our QR codes, your teams will be right at your fingertips as you can watch 7 action-packed games this fall on our YouTube channel. You can also listen to the games on City View Sportscast Radio. Godaway Sports, we got away. Fourth and final stage here on Godaway Sports, as the North Olmsted Eagles in the red zone to start the final quarter and leading the Westlake Demons, their CWC rival, 38-28. A huge potential touchdown drive. Right now, this drive started after a Fuad Muhammad interception on defense. And we got another Badger touchdown out in Chagrin Falls. Touchdown Badgers, and the PAT is good to make it 27-0 with 10:58 left in the fourth quarter. So just a great night here for Godaway Sports. It was a great week last week as well. Both teams won on Godaway Sports. Our Godaway schools really winning. And here comes the fake handoff, and keeping it himself is Will McPherson. And he is tackled by Jacob Ostrowski. And a 6-yard pickup at milks even more clock down to the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 4. And the Eagles trying to put this one in the end zone, trying to put this one on ice. There's now under 10 on the play clock as they hurry up. Play clock now down to 5 as McPherson in the gun again, and he hands it off. And there he goes, Cody Jack. Looks like a 1st and goal. It is good enough, yes. Good enough for another huge 1st down and a 1st and goal again for the Eagles from the 4. 6-yard gain for Cody Jack. And whistle blows. The clock is running. The clock is running. They wanted the scoreboard operator to run the clock. So now, time running down. 12 on the play clock here for North Olmsted. Sending out Will McPherson late, but maybe that's to be intended. And 1st down here and goal. And a timeout here by the Eagles as the play clock was winding down to just 1 second. He had to get the timeout call just in time. So we'll stay here on Godaway Sports. 10:48 to go here in your 4th quarter. Been a great one. North Olmsted has not led by more than 2 scores all night. Leading by as much as 14 late in the 1st half. But Westlake responded with 2 quick touchdowns. But North Olmsted had a huge field goal to end the half. Ooh. I heard a great game. North Richville 29. Olmsted Falls 27. Those are SWC opponents that used to play North Olmsted. Actually, North Richville is more of a non-conference opponent these days. North Olmsted met them back in week 1. But very close communities. Olmsted Falls to the south and North Richville to the west. And 1st down and goal from the 4. Here comes McPherson, keeping it himself. He's in down the middle, touchdown. Makes it a 3-score game with 10:45 to go. Still some time, but they really need to clamp down. Westlake does. Extra point pending, which could make it 45-28. And it's going to be a huge PAT attempt to officially make it 3 scores. As it is a 16-point game right now. Waiting the snap from Massimbiani. The snap, the place. The kick is on its way. Good. That was a huge clutch PAT for Zach Hogg to make it 45-28 and officially a 3-score game. We'll be back after this on Godaway Sports.
Godaway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you're interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we encourage you to scan the QR code on screen or follow the link below to get your feet in on the ground floor and become a partner with Godaway. Godaway Sports, we got away.
Great second half for North Olmsted. They are outscoring the Demons in the second half, 21-7, as they lead by 3 possessions at 45-28, with just under 11 minutes to go. Here comes Zach Hogg, and going to be a bittersweet moment. And North Olmsted hoping to hold on for the final 11 minutes. On what is a great true senior night most of these young men on both teams playing their final game potentially as a football player. And here comes Zach Hogg with the kickoff fielded inside the 10, and he will take it out. So here comes a huge kickoff return. Only the kicker to beat. He was tripped up, but he is around midfield. So you saw Westlake, they had two quick scores in the first half to tie it up. They were down 2 scores. Well, now a bit bigger of a challenge now. They have 10.5 minutes to score 3 scores. So here come the Demons trying to put together a solid drive. Their last drive ended in an INT from Fuad Muhammad, the first interception of the night for Mo Abdulhadi. Well, Abdulhadi, the junior quarterback in the gun here on first down from midfield. And he is going to fake it. And it's complete. And it's hauled in by Bierfeld. And just on the first play. Oh, my. Touchdown, Westlake. And that really silenced the crowd. It only took 18 seconds. Can you believe that? But a huge quick score by Westlake puts them back in the game just 20 seconds in after that touchdown. Under 20 seconds. And now on to attack the extra point is Jacob Hens. They're not done just yet. Looks like a player late there on the formation. But no. They said, okay, we'll make it a game again. TAT is up, and it is good. 45-35, and a quick, I believe that was a quick 2-play drive. No. Maybe 1 play, if anything. 45-35. Yes, 1 play. Yes. 1 play drive of 50 yards. That's the kind of play that could really infuriate coaches. You think you have the game in your hands, but the sneaky attack from the trailing team, and just 1 quick snap, and they're back in this game. So now North Olmsted will have to do it yet again on offense, trying to milk up more clock. Just keep it on the ground, run the football. Don't give Westlake a chance. Come back in this one. It looks like the kickoff coming for Jacob Hens. Jacob Blenn, excuse me. It's been kind of a crazy night. But here comes Lentz. A little surprise. Oh, the ball's loose. The ball's loose. And Westlake says they have it, and they do. Recover a quick onside kick, a surprise onside kick. Not done. Not out. Not finished. Oh. Westlake trying to make it a comeback for the ages. 45-35 with 10:23 to go, and they recover a surprise onside kick. Coach Brediger in disbelief, kind of talking to the official, kind of a little frustrated, a little upset. But now, Westlake back with the football once again around midfield on the North Olmsted 49. Abdulhadi and the shotgun. He completes it, and good job swarming to the receiver. That was Bierfeld who broke free for a touchdown on that very quick last drive. Luis Batista able to make the stop, as well as Connor Verbicki. It looks like they are going a little bit quicker here. Comes the snap, the pump fake, and deep shot down the field. Oh! Bierfeld with the superb reception down to the 20. North Olmsted in disbelief right now.
To number 2.
They did not need much time to really get back in this ball game. Just a minute gone by from North Olmsted's touchdown. And here comes the quick snap and just the fadeaway, trying to make the interception and far out. No PI, no flag.
Incomplete.
And the clock stops at 9:40. This is the late game stretch that could really catch you off guard. 2nd out of 10 from the pistol set. They just handed it off to Ostrowski. Ostrowski with a hole. And Ostrowski for a first down. They are playing really motivated and passionate right now, despite trailing by as much as 3 scores.
Good for a Westlake first down. That'll make it
The quick attack,
for the Demons.
just a quick little West Coast style plays. 9:35. He was out of bounds, so it's a first down and goal from the 9. Pistol set, and they're going to fake the handoff, and trying to throw it to the end zone. No, he just actually throws it to number 12, Gino Woods, who drops another reception here tonight.
Gino Woods.
So Gino Woods, not having the best of nights on the receiving end. Listed as a tight end. 9.5 to go officially, as it's 2nd down and goal from the 9. Defense needs to make a huge stop here for North Olmsted after a surprise onside kick on special teams. Middle in motion, and a little miscommunication, and he's going to fight for some more yards, but looks like he's down around the 10. Tanner Perry on the stop, and it's going to bring up 3rd and goal after the loss. 2-yard loss officially. Very high scoring game of what is now 80 combined points here tonight. Westlake, 4-down territory, 3rd and goal. Twins out to the right for Abdelhadi as he takes a snap, looking, and he's rolling out to his left. He is being chased, and he is sacked. He is sacked in the backfield by the big man, Javion Pierce, the senior. A huge 3rd down sack on 3rd and goal. And now they move it all the way back to the 19. So they need to get 19 yards. They need to put one in the end zone here. Timeout on the field. And we will have a quick 30-second break here on Godaway Sports. This is getting intense.
Godaway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you are interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we encourage you to scan the QR code on screen or follow the link below to get your feet in on the ground floor and become a partner with Godaway. Godaway Sports, we got away.
Back here, 4th down and goal from the 19-yard line. An 8-yard sack for Javion Pierce coming in at the right time. They really lost a lot of ground. Westlake has to put it in the end zone. 8:22 to go. And a pistol set here for Abdelhadi. Ali Assad out far to the right, and here comes the 4th down. He fires to the end zone, and it looks like it's intercepted. Yes, it is intercepted. Oh, huge interception on 4th and goal by what appears to be Luis Batista. 8:15 to go, and a huge interception. Luis Batista and his hands on the football yet again. I saw him get a huge interception in the victory over Normandy back on September 19th. And he is really humming up the play, especially in the late stages of this season. The junior, one more year under his belt. But now they are in the shadow of their own goalpost. North Olmsted will start this drive from their own 2. At 98 yards to go for a score. Hopefully, maybe trying to put the game away. Looks like McPherson under center. And they're going to hand it off, and a good stuff there. At least they're kept out of the end zone. And a good 1-yard gain as well. So Berger, Jack Berger on the carry. Clock continuing it to wind down. And here comes McPherson again. Looks like taking a huge risk. Safety can make it a 1-possession game. Here it goes. And good job getting out of the end zone there. Amir Somi. And they don't score of anything. At least stay out of the end zone. So they are going to eat up more clock. 3rd and 8 after the 1-yard gain. Clock down to 20. Coach Brediker having a chat with Will McPherson. He sends it out. He sends him out on 3rd down and 8. Looks like shotgun again. Looks like he's just going to hand it off to Silmy. There goes Silmy trying to get a 1st down, but it looks like he is met shy about maybe 2 or 3 yards short. So 6.5 to go. 2 timeouts left for Westlake. Looks like they're not going to use one. They are only down 2 scores, but 4th down and short. This could be huge here. This could be a really risky play call. And yes, they're going to keep their offense out on the field. This is a huge risky play call. 6 minutes to go. Looks like they may drive them off sides, if anything. Oh, that was almost an offsides. And another almost offsides. And it looks like they may just take a timeout here. Trying to get them to draw offsides. And they're not budging. They almost kind of budged twice. But just enough discipline to avoid a 1st down attempt. 5:49 to go, and North Olmsted will have to more than likely punt it away as McPherson heading back to the sideline. Sending out their punting unit. Anything, get good special teams. Zach Haug, the punter. Back in the end zone, about 4 yards deep in the end zone. Trying to get a good solid punt away. And he does get a good boot into it. As it's fielded, it's inside North Olmsted territory. There goes McMillan trying to return. McMillan being met at the 35-yard line by no other than Javion Pierce. So 5:38 to go. Westlake trying to make it a 1-score game. Fell short on their last drive as they lost a ton of yardage. Back to the 19, as much as the 19. And final from Chagrin Falls. Berkshire with a shutout victory at Chagrin Falls, 34-0, and giving them a ton of confidence heading into next week's playoff game, or we don't know exactly who it's going to be. But Berkshire ending their regular season strong at 6-4. Comes Abdelhadi in the gun. on first down from the 35. And Abdelhadi keeps it himself. There goes Abdelhadi. He is close to the first down. I believe he's about maybe a yard shy. They are not going to hesitate. They are going to hurry back up to the line. Second down in about 2. An 8-yard gain. Abdelhadi, quick snap to drop back. And once again, keeping it himself. And I believe he is close to the first down marker. He may be short. And they're going to say the ball's out. They were signaling it was their ball, North Olmsted. But they hold on to possession with under 5 minutes to go. You're going to stay in the spread. Woods in motion here on 3rd and 1. Handoff to Ostrowski. First down. And down to the 20 goes Ostrowski, keeping this drive alive. Still 2 timeouts left for Westlake. Coach Yentek conserving. 0-1 against North Olmsted. And a flag on the play. Looks like it will be offsides on North Olmsted. It will move them up 5 to the 14. Westlake having a chance to win the game late. Still down 2 scores. Having a lot of confidence in this fourth quarter. Here comes the snap here from Abdelhadi. Abdelhadi fires, it's complete on a short little check down to Bierfeld. Fuad Muhammad, who has an interception tonight, will make it about maybe 2nd and inches. Clock running over 4 minutes now. Shotgun, man in motion, that's McMillan. Looks like they're going to hand it off to McMillan on the jet sweep, and he does get a first down and a 1st and goal here for Westlake. So clock stops at 3:56. Looks like they're going to say he's out of bounds. Yeah, the play clock is running. So chains are down with this goal-to-go situation. Westlake unable to capitalize on their last goal-to-go situation. 1st and goal from the 3. They hand it off. Ostrowski's in the end zone, and a 1-score game. 3:52 to go in the 4th as Westlake tightens it up to 45-41. And once again, 2 quick scores. 2 timeouts left as well, so they still have plenty of chance to come back and win the game from down as much as 3 scores. Jacob Lenz for the extra point. Here felt the hold, snap down, kick is up, and good. 45-42, and what has been a crazy night offensively. The offense on both sides exploding for 87 combined points tonight. Actually 2 years ago, it was a really barn burner finish. 54-49, and what was over 100 combined points. 103 combined points. 103 combined points 2 years ago. And this game is just 16 points shy of that. Both teams have 5 touchdowns on the board. Six touchdowns on the board, beg your pardon. What has been 12 combined touchdowns. Here comes Lentz with a kickoff. Can he do it again? And it looks like that will not travel 10 yards. It's out of bounds. Anyway. He was trying to get the onside kick. It's that little sudden burst in the onside kick. Westlake was successful on an onside kick attempt earlier in the fourth quarter. On a drive that really fell short. Now the score reads 45-42. And what a tough break there for the special teams unit. What a tough break for Lenz, who could not get the ball to sail 10 yards. So North Olmsted will get great field position to start this huge drive on the Westlake 45 in their opponent territory with 3:52 left. 2 timeouts left for Westlake. They're going to keep it on the ground with Amir Silmi, and the defense really tightening up. It's about a 5-yard pickup for Silmi to the 40. What's important is milking the clock. That is the first downs. We're going to get some great footage, interviews, highlight reels. At least the highlight reels. Now just over 3 minutes to go. Play clock down to 10 for North Olmsted. Has been known to really eat up the clock here in the second half. Keeping it himself for about maybe 2 or 3 yards is McPherson. And we will get timeouts here on the field. Timeout number 1 for Westlake. Clock stops at 3:02. And a huge third down coming up for North Olmsted. North Olmsted has been leading this entire second half. Fell behind early, 7-0, but really found a way with 21 unanswered points. And they have not really trailed ever since falling behind early. So winning throughout the majority of this contest, but it all comes down to a huge 3rd and 3, and you're far away enough from your own end zone where you can make this 4-down territory. Ball placed at the Westlake 38-yard line. 3rd down and 3. Do or die time. Both the North Olmsted offense and the Westlake defense. Twins outright for Will McPherson. McPherson going to hit it off. Somi is being met, and I don't think he got the first down. Gain of about probably a yard. 4th down coming up. They're going to say no gain officially. 4th and 3, clock running. Just over 2.5 minutes to go. Plenty of time for Westlake to go down the field and score if they can make a huge stop here. Come out. North Olmsted needs to convert. And we got a penalty marker. Oh, no, my. Huge penalty marker. It's a false start. It's a false start, and the whistle blows. And a huge discussion here. Westlake was pumped up on defense after the penalty. False start here on North Olmsted. What are they going to do now that it's 4th and 8? Will McPherson still out there on the field talking to Coach Brediger. Now back to the 43 of the Demons. Makes it from what was a 4th and short to a 4th and long. Westlake. They've been battling from behind all night long. 2:16 is officially on the clock. Defense kind of really adjusted especially in the fourth quarter, shutting down Amir Somi as of late. Somi does have 5 touchdowns on the ground tonight. The fourth quarter was when Westlake's defense really clamped down in a time when they needed to most. There's a huge, long discussion. And McPherson heading back out into the field. And what do we have? Looks like Westlake going to use their final timeout. So this is a huge timeout call by Coach Yentek because he has no timeouts remaining. No timeouts remaining for Coach Yentek, so they got to get no huddles. They got to get some spikes down. 2:16 left on the clock, so he can definitely take the risk. Noah Ricks here on Godaway Sports. It's been a fun rivalry game to end the high school football regular season. 2 teams out of the playoff run, but 2 teams really playing like it is a huge battle on the line, playoffs on the line. We've got not just one great game last week, but 2 great games these past 2 weeks. Will McPherson has to get 8 yards for a first down. So here it comes. Ball comes down to this on 4th and 8. Long snap count here for McPherson. Play clock down to 15. Taking his time. Trying to get him to draw off sides again. Play clock now down to 5. And it looks like they may take the delay of game. So Coach Brediger going to take a delay of game. And here comes the punting unit for North Olmsted. 2:16 to go. Tommy DeFranco, bad deep to receive here for Westlake in a 3-point game. Snap, and that is a good punt there by Zach Powell, maybe trying to coffin corner it. And it takes a good North Olmsted bounce. It's fielded by DeFranco. He's just shy of the 20. So they'll have to drive just over 80 yards. And a player down on the field. You do not want to see that. Down for Westlake appears to be at number 51. Holden Fisher, just a young sophomore. He is down, and we will take the timeout for the injured player.
Godaway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you are interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we encourage you to scan the QR code on screen or follow the link below to get your feet in on the ground floor and become a partner with Godaway. Godaway Sports, we got away.
Your North Olmsted Eagles have a new nest. Godaway Sports will be covering 2 exclusive Eagles football games this upcoming fall on our network. Don't miss the action, as by scanning one of our QR codes, you'll be able to watch on our YouTube page or listen on City View Sportscast Radio. Godaway Sports, we got away. .207 to go, and Westlake having to drive 82 yards for what could be a potential game-winning touchdown. At least get in the field goal range is what you need to do for Jacob Lentz. But obviously going for the go-ahead score. First down to 10 from the 18. Abdelhadi in the gun. And here comes the rollout. The fire, edge, short pass, nowhere close to his intended target. So last chance here for Westlake, as the pass was intended for Ali Assad. Ali Assad, the junior. And now second down and 10. Second down for this Westlake team. Out of timeouts with 123 seconds to go. Here comes the snap and the screen. And he is met by Connor Verbicki. That was Ostrowski with the screen. It was a catch in the flat, but now third and long. Oh, another player down. Once again, just not a good scene. We'll step aside. Your North Olmsted Eagles have a new nest. Gataway Sports will be covering 2 exclusive Eagles football games this upcoming fall on our network. Don't miss the action, as by scanning one of our QR codes, you'll be able to watch on our YouTube page or listen on City View Sportscast Radio. Gataway Sports, we got away.
Gataway Sports is Northeast Ohio's new home for high school athletics. If you are interested in advertising with a company who is dedicated to covering our communities around the clock, then we encourage you to scan the QR code on screen or follow the link below to get your feet in on the ground floor and become a partner with Gataway. Gataway Sports, we got away.
So Luis Batista went down on the play, being held back to the sideline, and that was a huge holding penalty called as well by Westlake that moves them back all the way to the 9. Second and about 20. It's officially second and 19, but the clock is now running under 2 minutes. Here comes Abdelhadi, having a lot of ground to make up for. He is at his own goal line and fires. It's hauled in! It's hauled in by McMillan. Close to midfield and a huge pickup on second and long. Very long. Westlake finds a way. Down to the 49 of the Eagles. Clock running now under a minute 40. So a huge conversion. As Abdelhadi to throw, he fires down the field. Bierfeld is right there. Oh, he dropped it. He dropped the huge reception. He had the man beat for Vicky. Really getting you on your feet right now. As it's now second down and 10 after the huge incompletion. Westlake with a nice 40-yard bomb, a nice 40-yard reception to McMillan. But now, a minute 27, the clock is stopped. Here comes second down and 10. Really going for deep bombs, and he fires, complete to McMillan, and McMillan breaks a tackle. McMillan breaks free inside the 40, down close to the 35. A minute 17 on the clock. Looks like he was around the out-of-bounds line. Kyle Allen on the stop. Huge first down for the Demons. Clock now running at the 36-yard line. Westlake, 36 more yards to go, and can't find McMillan this time. Clock stops at a minute 6. Oh. This entire fourth quarter has just been a crazy ride, crazy thriller. And maybe this actually is working in Westlake's favor because the clock is stopped at 66 seconds. Second down and 10 after the incompletion. He drops back. Abdelhadi. Abdelhadi being flushed out of the pocket. Abdelhadi goes out of bounds, stops the clock at a minute 1. Only took 5 seconds off the clock, but it's going to bring up third and long. So 2 more downs here for Westlake. And It's down officially to the 35. It's only about a 1-yard pickup on that scramble. So Abdelhadi. Here on 3rd down and 9. McMillan in motion. He sends Ostrowski out to his left hip. And now he sends McMillan in motion. And here comes 3rd down. Fires. Complete. Oh, no. He dropped it. He dropped it. It's incomplete. He had 1st down written all over him, and he just dropped an easy catch. So 57 seconds left. Biggest play of the season for both Westlake and North Olmsted. Westlake trying to win on the road after trailing by 17 early in the 4th. North Olmsted trying to hold for one final drive. Here it comes. 4th down, and Abdelhadi drops back. Abdelhadi, good protection, but he's being flushed. He throws to the end zone. Bierfeld right there, and it's batted down! Batted down, and the Eagles take over on downs. Luca LaRue with the huge 4th down deflection. And that will seal this game for North Olmsted. They hold on for bitter life, and they come up victorious on their final drive after Westlake was threatening. They were threatening this entire 4th quarter, but Coach Tim Brediger and his squad will end the season at 4-6 with a huge stop and holding on for a tough victory against the CWC rival Westlake Demons. Westlake ends their season at 3-7. And the seniors going to go out for one last time as an Eagle, victorious. What a game we got. Godaway Sports alive and well. We thank everyone here this fall from Berkshire High School, from the AD Brian Hiscox over at Berkshire, and the AD Brett Cook over here at North Olmsted. It's been an emotional night. But here comes 1 or 2 kneel downs by McPherson. And now just one more kneel down will do it and seal it for this North Olmsted team. Found a way to close it out again. Closed it out last week against Valley Forge on defense, and they close it out this week here on defense to end the season on a high note. Here comes the kneel down, and that's it. This is the final gun, and North Olmsted with a huge, thrilling victory over the Westlake Demons, 45-42. Ending their season at 4-6, and they end their season at 4-3 in the new CWC. North Olmsted has found a way. Their program is just ecstatic, excited about this victory. Going into next season. So you got weight sessions, and you got just really finding a way, taking about a month off before you go back into the weight room. And that will close another chapter of North Olmsted football. 2025 season is complete. So, I'd like to thank Coach Tim Brediger, Coach AD Brett Cook, the entire North Olmsted football team for just having us out here on Godaway Sports for our inaugural season. And we hope to be back here for basketball. We may call about a few games here on Godaway Sports as the North Olmsted team is heading and going to be celebrating with their fellow classmates in the student section. And also, you saw there some good sportsmanship at the end because a lot of these kids know each other from Westlake and North Olmsted. Westlake, just a heartbreaking defeat on the road, but hopefully they'll be back next year bigger and stronger. You got 17 seniors going, so Coach Yantek will have a lot of shoes to fill, especially losing guys like Ostrowski. And let's see about Bierfeld. Bierfeld is gone as well, so you're losing a top key receiver. And just heartbreaking there. But awesome, bittersweet. Probably a lot of emotions right now for those seniors on North Olmsted. But this is what this beautiful game of football is all about. It's the passion, the fight, and the determination to win. That's pretty much all she wrote. So, Noah Ricks here on Godaway Sports. We'd like to thank everyone here who made this inaugural fall sports season possible here at Godaway Sports. Noah Ricks, your play-by-play announcer, and Donald Van Horn for coming out the last 2 weeks, doing a heck of a job on the filming with the camera. And we'd like to thank Matt Marr. We are thinking about you, buddy, who has produced in the past. He has also called a game, a soccer game, for Godaway Sports. So, this is Noah Ricks signing off. Final score here from North Olmsted. North Olmsted 45 and Westlake 42. This has been a presentation of Godaway Sports. Godaway Sports, we got away.
Godaway Sports and CityView Sportscast thanks you for watching this presentation of high school athletics. For more coverage of your local teams, stay tuned to Godaway. Godaway